Hello lovely people, I am off on a mission today. I've been watching lots and lots of thrift haul videos, and American thrift shops seem to be very different. They seem to be massive and everyone can spend hours and hours and hours in there. In the UK we tend to just have lots and lots of little charity shops, all for different charities, and quite near me in Brighton on London Road there are tons of charity shops, so I'm kind of on a mission to try and go to as many of them as I can today before they close. I'm setting off a bit late, so some of them might be closed before I get there, but I'm gonna go there and try and see what I can find today. So come along with me. So it's the next day and I have got all the stuff together that I bought in the charity shops, and I thought I would show you and give you a little haul. This first thing is one of my favourite things I've found. It's a very cute summery dress. This was $3.99. I think all the clothes I got from BDSA were $3.99, but it's this sort of dark grey and white striped cotton sundress with little white broderie on glaze trim and little buttons down the front, and my favourite thing, it has enormous pockets with trim around them which are just adorable, and it's got a little sort of ruffled hem, and it just fits like a dream. It's beautiful. This is originally from Papaya. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's just little pin duct. It reminds me of this is the vibe I was going for, you know, in Sweeney Todd when there's the weird dream sequence where they're all at the seaside and it's all sort of weird gothic Victorian but also summery beautifulness, and I think I'm going to have this with some kind of frilly Victorian-y blouse underneath and a parasol and stroll up and down Brighton Pier and feel delightful. Also from PDSA, this was in, they've got quite a good vintage section in there, and this was from that, and it's a extremely 1980s little sort of blouse top kind of thing. So it's pale sort of lilac with this white kind of built-in scarf. It doesn't go all the way around, just on the front. White scarf with little purple polka dots on that sort of loops together with this little button fastening, and then it's also got the contrast white and purple polka dots on the sleeves. I think it could be quite cute with sort of pale wash high-rise sort of like mom jeans kind of tucked in, or with sort of, you know how quite often in the sort of decades of fashion they'll come back round again, and a lot of stuff in the 80s is kind of 40s 50s inspired, hence you get sort of the 50s polka dots and kind of colours, and then the 40s more like suited kind of shape. So I think you could wear this with like a 50s-y kind of skirt, or with a more 40s sort of like either a wide leg trouser or a pencil skirt or something, and make it a little more businessy. But I just really like the colours, I really like the polka dots. It's £3.99, it's adorable. This is by, it's a Poly Comfort garment. I love the typography when you get vintage tags. Look how cute that is. Yeah, garment E, whatever E means. And it's got a little JF as well, so I don't know if JF is the brand and Poly Comfort is like the range, I don't know. It's cute. Next thing I found, I will for sure be wearing underneath the stripy dress and with pretty much everything forever. I love it. This was again £3.99. All of these were from PDSA, and this is the longest, floatiest, baggiest sort of cheesecloth muslin-y kind of shirt. I feel like in Hocus Pocus, what's his name, Thackeray Binks, you know, when he's just strolling along in his dishevelled baggy floaty white shirt. That is what I feel like in this shirt. I freaking love it. This is from Wallace. It's their sort of one size. I think this was probably meant to be like a beach cover-up or something like that. It's really long. I could definitely sort of wear it as a dress over a slip dress because it is quite sheer. Or I could wear it just sort of loosely with jeans, which I think would be quite like, you'll see all of the clothes I ever buy, I concoct magical stories usually from films of who I'm going to be, and this also, as well as Thackeray Binks, makes me feel like at the beginning of Labyrinth when, is her name Sarah? I think it's Sarah, is walking around sort of pretending to be, sort of making pretend that she's in the Goblin Kingdom, and she has that sort of very blousy 80s kind of shirt with the jeans. That's what I feel like when I'm pairing this with jeans, or you could kind of tuck it into skirts. There's basically nothing you can't do with a big white floaty blousy shirt. I only got one accessory kind of thing on this trip, and that was a pair of shoes. I think they were maybe £4.99, £5.99, something like that, and they're just really adorable brown leather little sandals. So they're closed toe, they've got the Mary Jane kind of strap across the front. They're pretty flat, they've just sort of got a tiny little sort of inch, half inch kind of heel. These are actually a tiny bit big for me, but I'll wear them with some cute socks and it'll be great. They've got these really nice sort of bronzy looking buckles. I can't actually find any brand in here, weirdly. It's got the size but no brand anywhere. But they're just really nice, really good quality. Basically, cute shoes. Now the last category of things I bought, I got quite a few books. They're one of my favourite things to get from charity shops because I'm a big reader. Currently my camera is stacked up on 10 books. Big old stack of books. So these first three I got from Martlet's, which was one of my favourite charity shops, and all their paperback books are 3 for £1. So I was originally only going to get 2 and then realised I may as well get another one. So the ones I got from there were Birthday Blues by Anne Cassidy. The next one I got is by Melissa Marr and it's called Wicked Lovely. This next one is utter trash. I've already started reading it. Did any of you ever read the point horror, and I think there were just point romance, there were probably some others, I feel like there was maybe some kind of like crime or thrillery kind of one as well, but they're basically all just kind of very trashy novels but aimed at like teenagers. So this one's point horror, prom date. I feel all the horror ones were like, she'd kill to get a date for the prom, or, you know, I don't, they're the sort of ones where everyone has an evil twin and a boarding school trip where some accident goes horribly wrong, but is it an accident? No, it's a secret terrible thing. Or like the point romance ones. I remember being obsessed with this one that was awful. I kind of want to remember what it was called and read it again now, but I remember it being about this girl who was dying from some incurable disease and ran away from her doctors because she just wanted to live her life, and went to New York with her boyfriend and went clubbing and then got more ill and died, and it was really tragic, and I cried about it for a long time. They're those kind of books, and sometimes you just want to read a ridiculous horror book that's not actually going to scare you, because my nerves are not up to that. Ooh, something's twinkling outside. Just purely aesthetically, look at this shiny red title and this blood red jeweled tiara. Yes. It is probably my all-time favourite film, and I'm finally getting round to reading Jurassic Park. Final thing I've got in this haul is a book by Amanda Palmer, who's one of my favourite musicians, and this is called The Art of Asking. Hello, the battery just died, so sorry if the angle or the lighting or anything has just magically changed, but I've just been had a coffee and watered the plants while everything was recharging. So where was I? So this book was £1. Jurassic Park was £1.50. The other books were 50p each, or 3 for £1. And that's everything really. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked it, if you'd like to see me do more of this kind of video, let me know. I know this time I didn't get to all the charity shops I meant to go to because I set off about 3 in the afternoon and I forgot that that's when all the schools would get out, and it was super busy, and I was a bit self-conscious filming out in public because there were 9,000 youths surrounding me everywhere I went, and all the shops were kind of busy. And also because I set off a bit later, I didn't get around to all of the shops before they closed. So I would like to, sometime soon-ish, go properly at like 9 or 10 in the morning when it should be nice and quiet in the charity shops, and I've got all day to go around all of them properly. Let me know if you'd like to see me do that, or if you'd like to see me go to other charity shops in different parts of Brighton, or do another kind of come shop with me, maybe like in the lanes, vintage shopping, anything like that. Let me know if you'd like to see lookbooks for any of the items, or some kind of like book clubby discussions on any of the things. I'm just wafting the book around. Done with that book. Yeah, let me know anything you'd like to see. Let me know if you like this. The good old standard YouTube spiel. Thumbs up, comments, likes, sharing, I don't know. Just tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. Yeah, okay. I should probably shush now, and I've just realised, I apologise, I thought the fairy lights behind me were on the little slow twinkly setting the whole way through, but instead they were on the one that's been changing through all of the settings. So sorry if that's been driving you completely mad and you've just seen it going flashing like crazy, because I didn't look behind me at any point. And then I realised, see now, that there we go. Sorry about that. I won't do it again. Anyhow, have a nice day. I will see you soon. Thank you, and good night.